Hi, kindergartners. It's Thursday. I hope you've all had a great week so far. I love watching all of your stuff come in. The hard work that you're doing. I really appreciate it. We're going to just do a review of our digraphs that we've been working on. So CH is first. So give me some chicken wings, all right? I'm going to put this down here. We're going to go CH, cha-cha-cha, CH, cha-cha-cha. Good job. I hope you're joining me, because if you're not, that might be embarrassing for me to do that all by myself. All right. SH. SH, shh, shh, SH, shh, shh. And, oh no, I don't have my other one. K, oh yes I do. It's this one right here, TH. This is a thorn and that is a thistle. This is TH, and that is TH, but thorn and thistle are the soft TH sound. TH, TH. All right, so remember those as you're reading stuff this week. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to read to you the Mayday story again today, but we're going to practice our amazing words first. So we have a mechanic, and that's somebody who knows how to fix an engine or machines. Hopefully you have these memorized by now. So there's a picture of a mechanic. And do you remember in our story, they call him a mech for short. Shimmering, something that shines or sparkles in the light. And in our story, it's a red flare that they shoot off so they can locate where the yacht is. This is a picture of the sun shimmering on the water. A pilot is a person who flies a helicopter or an airplane. This lady is a pilot. In our story, the pilot flying a helicopter. A yacht is a boat that is big enough to go on the ocean. It has an upstairs and a downstairs. Here's a picture of a yacht. And rescue is when you help somebody get out of trouble. Just like this guy right here is going to rescue that man whose boat must be having problems. And the last one is a sailor. It's a person either in the United States Navy or the Coast Guard. In our story, they're on the Coast Guard. It's somebody who works on a boat. And there's some pictures of some sailors. All right, let's listen to our story one more time. Mayday, mayday. Do you remember what mayday means? That somebody is in trouble out at sea. Or maybe if they're trouble and they're flying a helicopter too. But in this one, it's out at sea. A 30-foot yacht adrift well out to sea says, "Mayday, mayday, please respond to our plea." You can see that yacht is in trouble. The call is received at the Coast Guard Air Base. An H-60 Hawk has been fueled for the chase. The flight mech and swimmers stow gear and belt in. When it says they belt in, that means they're putting their seatbelt on. The pilot's checklist is done and the rotators now spin. In minutes, twin turbines drown out any sound. A short taxi and then wheels lift off the ground. The yacht with sails reefed gets knocked on its side. Then righted, it battles a frightening ride. So when it says it gets knocked on its side, imagine a great big boat that gets tipped over. That's kind of a scary thing if you're on that boat. On radar, the small boat appears dead ahead. So we can see him on the radar, but it's so stormy outside, it's going to be hard to see him with his own eyes looking out the window. That's why they needed the flare. Then a flare lights the sky a shimmering red. So because of that flare, the pilot can now see, oh, the boat's over in that area. With wind steadily whipping into a gale, a lowered winch line could entangle the sail. So the swimmer is tapped. He knows his job well. Thumbs up from the mech, he drops into the swell. How would you like to be that guy getting dropped into that stormy ocean, trying to save the others? He's very well trained, very smart. A perfect drop aids the rescue swimmer's task. His chem light glows brightly atop his face mask. He needs extra light so we can see where he's going. Battling waves, the swimmer reaches the craft, then guides the weary sailors into their raft. Next, the flight mechanic calls, basket away, then guides the pilot through the swirling salt spray. They call it a salt spray because a spray is like when water or something squirts out at you, and salt is what's in ocean water, so they're calling it a salt spray. From the raft, a sailor drops into the sea and is guided into the basket safely. The pilot, blind to what's happening below, because he can't see what's going on below him, because he's clear up here in the helicopter, but he listens to the mech guiding him steadily and slow. So this mech, the mechanic, is guiding him, telling him what to do. One by one, the sailors are hoisted aboard, then a last drop before the basket is stored. The weary, cold sailors are strapped into seats as the Jayhawk then beats a hasty retreat. Hasty means fast, so he's quickly leaving. Now back at the base, parked just off the runway, the refueled Jayhawk awaits the next Mayday. So this helicopter is just waiting until the next time somebody calls in with a Mayday saying that they're in trouble. All right. Okay. For your assignment this week, or today, sorry, you're going to write some W words that I'm going to put on our Google Classroom. Some words that start with W. W says what, like watermelon. And some words that start with J, like jaguar. Okay? When you're writing those words, make sure that you make the J's face the right direction. W is pretty easy, so we need to get that slant in there. But make sure that your J's are facing the right direction, that they're facing that way. So I will have those words listed on there. There's going to be 10 of them. So make sure that you can write all those words for me. Take a picture of it and send it in. And then I also want you to open up your Readers and Writers notebook. You're going to turn to page 341. And we've done this so many times. It says that you are going to circle the sentence that is a question. So a question, remember, is when we're asking something, we want to know some information, so we have to ask the question. So you read each sentence and find out decide which one's a question, and then circle the question sentence, okay? And then you can color the pictures if you want to. And then the next one is page 343. And this is where you're going to find out what happens first, what happens next, and what happens last. So put a 1 for the first thing, a 2 for the second thing, and a 3 for the third thing that happens here. Just look at it and try and figure out what's going on. Get some help if you need it from your mom or dad, and figure out what's the sequence of these pictures, okay? And then the last thing is I would like you to get your journals, and hopefully you know where those are still. We haven't written in them for a while with the big long break for Pesach. But this week we read this book, Mayday, Mayday, the Coast Guard Rescue, but also on that Get Epic website. And I can see that a lot of kids have signed into that. I've assigned about 4 or 5 different books there that are about different types of rescue. So in your journal, I want you to write something that you learned about rescuing, or just write anything about rescuing, or anything that you learned from any of those books. Or you can use this story as well to write about. Just something about maybe the equipment that rescuers use, or just anything. Be creative, whatever it is. So write a few sentences about it and draw me a picture that go along with your sentences. And that is all for today. So I hope you're having a great week, and I love seeing the stuff that you send in to me. Have a great day.